I'm your host, Welcome 23. You're joining me for Red Carpet Diaries, Book 3, Chapter 6, Dynasty. It's the day of your trip to visit Matt's dad in Mexico. You rush through your morning routine, excited to get out on your way. I'd better get dressed. Chaz will be here any minute to head to the airport. With everything that's been going on, I need to get in the vacation spirit. The right look will only impress the legend. Okay. The change of scenery will be enough for me to get in the right frame of mind. I need to overthink it. Ow! Pick up Tazzy and snuggle him close. I'm sorry I have to leave. I'll be back before you know it. You have a great time with Thomas. He can finally get to know you. I'll miss you too. Soon, Chaz texts you to let you know he's in a car outside. You grab your bag and hurry out to meet him. There she is. He pulls you in for a warm hug. I cannot believe we're going to Julio Rodriguez's estate. My mom is gonna lose it. Oh man, I'd forgotten how in love with him she was back in the day. I just hope I don't accidentally go fanboy. Don't worry, if you go overboard, I'll run interference. That's what friends are for. Soon, you'll pull up on the tarmac. Matt and Addison are waiting just inside the private section. Yay, we're going to Mexico! She pulls you into a gleeful hug. You try to laugh, but you can barely get a breath. Finally, she releases you. Matt grins at you. I'm so excited for you to meet my dad. He's such a fan of yours. That is seriously high praise. I can't wait to meet him too. Let's get this vacation started. That tequila on board isn't gonna drink itself after all. You all climb aboard. Soon the flight attendant has poured you all tequilas. You raise your glass. A toast to Mexico. Hear, hear. Salute. Viva la tequila. A couple hours and a few more tequila toasts later, you land in Mexico City. A stately car waits to whisk you off to Julio's estate. You pull up in a long driveway with orchids lining the road on either side, stretching into the distance as far as you can see. Julio standing on the huge front porch, smiling broadly. Patio, it's so wonderful to see you. It's great to be here, Dad. I always love coming here. Julio hugs Matt warmly, then turns to the three of you. He picks up Addison's hand, kissing it graciously. Edison, Mia, beautiful as ever. I'm back at you, Julio. And you must be Chaz. I can't believe it, you... You thump him on the back discreetly. Yeah, nice to meet you, Mr. Rodriguez. Please, Julio. Chaz nods, grinning so wide it looks like his face might split in half. Finally, he turns to you. You must be the famous Jessica I've heard so much about. Really? Wow, I'm flattered. Flattered? But you're one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and one of Meteo's dearest friends. And you're Julio Rodriguez. I promise you will get used to it after a while. Forgive me, I meant to have lunch ready for you, but I just returned from my work in the distillery. You work at a distillery? He owns a distillery, and he won't stop going down there and getting the workers' way. I'm sure they appreciate his help. Oh, that's what I tell myself. Martin is prepared lunch for us. He's special to tell us. You go eat, I'll wash up, and rejoin you later. That sounds lovely, Julio. Thank you so much. Actually, Dad, do you think the chef would send some food to my room? I need to do some work. Of course, but you'll join us for dinner later, right? Probably. Depends on how the day goes, but I'm sure everyone will find a million ways to entertain themselves without me. Love you, Matt. And that's definitely true. Matt smiles and turns and heads inside. Julio watches him, a thoughtful look on his face. When he turns back, however, he's smiling broadly. Perhaps the three of you would enjoy a horseback ride around the estate. Jessica, I know you're a horsewoman. That sounds amazing, but there are some fabric shops in the town calling my name. Chaz and I would love a horseback ride, though. Absolutely. But we're eating first, right? Because I can smell those tetelos. Oh, definitely. Never horseback ride on an empty stomach, right, Julio? Ah, see? As I said, already a horsewoman. After a feast of lunch, Julio leads you to the stables. Cheers, do you ride? I could learn to. Ah, then I just know the horse for you. My chestnut, Meridor, is very gentle. She will watch out for you. She sounds perfect. Horse nuzzles her velvet cheek against Chaz's face. Ah, nice to meet you too, Mirador. Jessica, I will leave it to you to choose which mount you prefer today. Narciso, my grey is as sweet as Mirador. You will not have to lead her at all. But if you want more of a challenge, Adrienne, my stallion, is a passionate horse or experienced rider. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other one. That one looked mean. What is your preference, Jessica? I'm gonna go with the gentle grey. Perfect for a leisurely jaunt. Enjoy your ride. Julio heads back inside the house as grooms help you saddle your horses. Soon you and Chaz are making your way along a riding path across the beautiful open fields. Still can't believe this is happening. I feel like I fell into someone else's life. Julio Rodriguez's, apparently. Well, if there's ever an opening for this gig, I'll take it. Random question, did man seem weird to you? Maybe. You know him a lot better than I do. I'm sure it's fine. Your horse, Narciso, stops to eat clover that's growing alongside the orchard. See, something you like, sweet girl? You are like the horse whisperer, I swear. Pat Narciso fondly, and he finishes up the clover and continues on down the trail. I'm glad to get some alone time with you. I've been dying to know how the movie's going. The movie's going great. I'm feeling really good about the direction, and I think Marianne is happy too. I knew you'd kill it. You're so passionate about this project, there's no way you couldn't. I'm glad to see you're confident. Between this and the wedding, I'm feeling a little frazzled. Well, it doesn't show. From over here, you're making it all look easy. What can I say? I'm a pretty good actress. The wedding stuff seems to be coming together like a dream. Make the wedding stuff sound like a lot further than it feels right now. Fair. I'm sure it's stressful planning things, but I would just love seeing you and Thomas so happy. What could be better? Sometimes I wonder, well, never mind. Nope, back to it. You are not getting away with that, never mind. Okay, well, things have been getting pretty serious between me and Crash. And I don't want to get my hopes up, but I'm starting to think he might be the one. Chaz, that's amazing. Just make sure Crash knows what you want. Thomas and I were always really open with each other, so when the right time came, we both knew it. You're right. Crash is always living in the moment. Adventure, he might not even realize I'm seeing a more permanent future. Well, marriage is really the ultimate adventure. I'm sure if you told Crash how you feel, he'd see it that way too. Actually, I think you're right. You look around the expansive, picturesque grounds, feeling the sunlight on your skin and the gentle rhythm of the horse beneath you. You sigh content. Jazz, how'd we get so lucky? I have no idea, but if tonight's dinner is anywhere near as amazing as that lunch, it might be the high point of my life. Ready to head back? Definitely. I need to rest up for round 2 in the Dining Extravaganza. You and Chaz ride back as the sun dips lower in the sky, savoring the fragrant breezes, beautiful scenery, and your best friend at your side. You and Chaz freshen up after the ride. You meet back downstairs for dinner, a spread of mouth-watering Mexican dishes arrayed at the table. This looks incredible. Be sure to try the Monegro. I use my grandmother's recipe, the best in all of Oaxaca. Wait, did you cook it yourself? He winks at you. He makes it whenever we come home, and he's being modest. It's the best in the world if you ask me. I can't wait to try it. Man, you never told me your father can cook. What? Oh, yeah, he's really good. My dad is good at just about anything, or everything. You, Matt, Addison, and Chaz all sit down with Julio for dinner. Matthew, how's the movie? I must say, if they can't come up with a new idea, there are a few films I'd rather see remade than Cactus or Rose. Matt picks at his food, shrugging nonchalantly. It's good. Julio looks at it as if he's waiting for Matt to say more, but doesn't. An awkward silence descends on the table. Discuss the day. Julio, everything has been wonderful so far. The horseback ride was beautiful, this mall is amazing, and our rooms are perfect. I'm so pleased to hear you say this, Jessica. I know how important this weekend was to Matthew. Matt glances up at the sound of his name, obviously startled as his train of thought. Oh, yeah, thanks, Dad. You always go above and beyond for me. It's my honor, son. Matt looks quickly back down at his plate and continues to pick at his food. The conversation picks up after that, but Matt stays quiet, clearly lost in thought. As soon as the plates have been cleared, Matt stands. This was great, Dad, really. But I should really get back to work. Oh, but I thought we might... tomorrow, okay? I'll be able to enjoy it so much more if I plow through this now. I see. Yes, of course. That makes sense. Tomorrow, then. You follow Matt inside, stopping him with a quick tap on the shoulder. Matt, are you okay? It seems like you have something on your mind. I'm fine, really. Just have a lot of work to keep up with. Hurries off without a backward glance. Something is definitely going on with him. Return to the patio to enjoy a last drink with the rest of the crew. Before long, Julio stands up. Please excuse me, I'm not so young as I once was. I'm going to go to bed, but the run of the estate is yours. Have fun. I know I would have at your age. Julio bows slightly and gives you both both you and Addison kisses on the hand. You watch him leave. He is everything I imagine and more. I want to adopt him as my second dad. But don't tell my actual dad I said that. He's really amazing too, I swear. Don't worry, your secret's safe. You guys are for a night out. The estate is beautiful at night, but it's kind of remote. Plus I've heard Mexico City has the best clubs. I'm dying to see more of this area. What do you say, should we hit the town? I'd be down. Jessica, are you in? Enjoy a night out with Chaz and Addison?
No.
With all the travel and tequila, I need sleep, but you two have fun. Don't worry, I'll have an extra drink or 3 for you. I would expect nothing less. Sleep tight, gorgeous. We'll catch up tomorrow. Wave goodbye to Addison and Chaz. Once they're gone, you head upstairs to your cozy bedroom. This is exactly the vacation I need. Lay back on the bed, savoring the luxuriousness, linens, and soft mattress. Soon you start to doze. You change into your pajamas and quickly fall asleep. Wake up to a knock on the bedroom door. You yawn and open the door. Is it morning already? Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it is. And I was ready to chew you out, so what's up? I thought I could show you around the estate. I know I was a little absent yesterday, but it really mean a lot to me. That sounds amazing. Just give me a second to get ready. You brush your teeth and finish getting dressed, and then head downstairs to meet Matt. So, what's on tour today? I thought I'd show you all my favorite haunts as a kid. Any chance we'll find an old diary, or a half-empty bottle of tequila you hid in high school? I guess you'll have to wait and see. I'll lead you through the house and out to the fields, cool in the early morning. I can't believe how beautiful it is out here. When I was younger, I spent hours out here. Some days I'd just lie on my back in a field and stare at the sky. Really? What did you think about? Oh, all sorts of things. Whether I was good enough to be an international soccer star, whether the birds ever sneezed. That's officially the most adorable kid thought I've ever heard. What can I say? I was pretty dang adorable. And yes, birds sneeze. He smiles, fades, and suddenly his face is serious. Mostly, I thought about how much I wanted to make my dad proud. Never wanted to let him down. And look at you now. You're following in his footsteps. I guess. The two of you reach an old barn and you follow him out inside. He holds a hand out to help you avoid some debris on the ground. Matt, are you sure you're okay? What do you mean? Why wouldn't I be okay? Something just seems a little off. You're not quite yourself, and you haven't been since we got here. I guess it's just being home. It brought up some unexpected stuff. Do you want to talk about it? No need. It's nothing I can't handle. He moves across the floor of the barn, gazing around with a look of wonder. I still loved playing in this barn when I was a kid. I pretended it was my fortress, and I was the emperor defending his people. It must have been a really magical place for a kid. It was. The ranch, something was always happening. People were always around. Of course, I thought I was helping out with the ranch, but really I was probably just getting in the way of folks who knew that what they were doing. Glance up at the rafters. What's up there? Oh, I'm not really sure anymore. Let's go find out. The two of you climb up the ladder to the rafters, finding rows of boxes stacked up. Looks like Dad's using this place for storage. Check it out. Aye, aye, Captain. You pull the hat out of a box of old clothes and set it on your head. You make it look good. I wonder what else is in here. You and Matt rifle through the boxes, pulling out old clothes, VHS tape, copies of classic movies, bits and pieces of past. Eventually he pulls a box filled with movie posters. Look at this. I think Dad has posters of all of his old movies in here, and mine. Wow, I can't believe he still has this. Actually, I never knew he had this in the first place. Pulls out one poster and hands it to you. Shoot to Kill. Matt's very first movie. Wow, I remember hearing about this when it came out, but you can't stream it anywhere. I always wanted to see it. Yeah, it's from a little while ago now. I was 18, if you can believe it. I felt like such a badass. Judging from the look of the poster, that was what deserved. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had so much fun making it. I still remember that set like it was yesterday. Miles lost in his memories and then hands the poster to you. Take it. Looks like Dad has a half a dozen copies in here. I could tell you more about what it was like on set if you're interested. Play as Matt in this movie poster premiere, where you'll get a flashback in his first action movie. Remember, collecting all your friends' posters unlocks a special bonus scene. No. Your dad probably kept it for a reason. I wouldn't feel right taking it. Let's make sure it's secure then. Matt tucks the poster tenderly back in with the others. Together, the two of you make your way across the fields to the estate. Enjoy the fragrant, early morning breeze through the orchards. When you arrive back at the house, a huge breakfast spread awaits. There you two are. Edison and Chaz are out shopping, but they'll be back soon. What have you been up to? Matt wanted to show me all of his old stomping grounds. We went all over the orchards and to a beautiful old barn. You remember that? It was basically my clubhouse as a kid. It was great. We even found all the old posters in the loft from Matt's movies. Matthew probably thinks I'm an old softy, but I'm so proud of every film he makes. I was especially thrilled to hear about Cactus Rose. It was one of the movies I've always been proudest of in my career. Right, because you were incredible in it. I have some things I need to do upstairs. Matt makes like he's gonna leave the table again, but you grab onto his arm. Matt, wait. Is this about your dad? He's been trying to talk to you since we got here. Give him the chance. It's not anything you did, Dad, I promise. Then please sit and tell us what's going on. I don't want to let you down. Let me down? What are you talking about? I respect you so much, Dad. You've always been so supportive of me, and as an actor, you've always been my role model. I thought the part in Cactus Rose would be my chance to live up to your legacy. It's making me realize I'll never be able to. How can you believe that? You're such a talented actor. But I'm still nowhere near the actor you are. I've been practicing your drawl, your walk, watching the movie over and over and over again, and every time I get in front of the camera, it feels wrong. I'm starting to think maybe I'm not up to it. But Matt, you're going about this completely wrong. They did put you in the movie for you to recreate your dad's performance. They picked you because of your talent. How many stories have you remade over and over again on screen? They're not meant to be reproductions. They each need their own soul. But his performance was so iconic. Forget about my performance. Forget about the movie even exists. You still make this yours, Mateo. Your instincts are strong. Trust them. Matt tries to force a smile, but his eyes are still fixed with pain. Okay, so if I do it my way, what if that just doesn't measure up? What if it's not enough? Matt, you're never gonna know unless you try. You're letting your fear get the best of you, but that's not who you are. You're strong, Matt. You're one of the strongest people I know. I don't think that's true. It is. Look how hard you worked to come back from your injury. You never gave up for a second. You certainly can't give up now. You've always been able to succeed when you put your mind to things, Mateo. I know you'll succeed at this. Thanks, Dad. They hug, and when they pull apart, Matt takes a deep breath and his jaw is set determinedly. Well, the least I can do is try, so I'm gonna listen to you guys. Forget the original ever existed and follow my instincts. And if this performance is crap, it's your fault. Julio cuffs Matt on the shoulder. Oh, that's my point. You don't have to tell me twice. The awkward moment seems to have passed. Soon Addison and Chaz return, and all of you enjoy a relaxing day on the estate. Later, you're just about to go into bed. When you're closing the curtains, when you spot something strange out in the fields, it looks like a light flashing. What was that? You turn off the lamp in your room, and then return to the window, pulling aside a tiny corner of the curtain to peer out into the darkened fields below. Just when you're about to give up, you spot a dark figure at the edge of the property, just beyond the perimeter fences. You squint. They're holding something up to their eyes, something that's flashing and catching the moonlight. Are those binoculars? But who would be out on the grounds at this time of night? Grab your phone, zooming in on the figure as far as you can, but before you manage to snap a photo, the figure drops the binoculars, turns, and sprints away. Looks like they saw me, but if that made them run, were they watching me? Looks like your relaxing getaway in Mexico isn't as private as you thought. Who was out in that field, and what do they want? Keep reading Red Carpet Diaries to find out. So I did enjoy that. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down description below links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And without further ado, rant time! Rant! I don't really call this a rant, but let's just go with it. I didn't have a dad growing up. My dad was a piece of caca. The only person who filled that role was my grandfather, who was a even bigger piece of caca. Long story short, I would have killed for a father, and I've tried to make myself in the best possible man possible. And being someone who has compassion, feelings, emotions, softness, tenderness, passion. I mentioned passion. And then also, you know, I'd say hopeless romantic who, throughout my life, I always imagined being a father and having a woman that I really loved and just had a family without drama, without crap. Never got to experience that, but it gives me a little bit of warmness in my heart, whatnot. Imagine it. Maybe one day, you know? In another life, perhaps. I don't know, I just wish the world was a little bit more positive. I wish I hadn't gone through so many negative things in my life, but, you know, take it from me. If you've gone through a bunch of crap, all you can do is make each and every moment count and be a positive and good, memorable moment. So that's my advice to all of you. That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.